Making counterfeit money is no easy task. The first step is creating a template. Because the banknotes have incredibly fine microprinting, to replicate this, they must hand draw a rough draft, then scale it down to create the printing plate. The second step is paper. They need to find a material that feels similar to real banknotes, then print the front and back of the notes before bonding them together. The third step is color-changing ink. They find the right shade of metallic paint and mix it to create nearly perfect color-shifting ink. The fourth step is to replace the security thread from a 10-rupee note onto the fake ones. After completing these steps, they have a counterfeit note that is nearly indistinguishable from the real one. Jack took the fake money to a store to buy drinks. Holding the drinks and change in his hands, he couldn't help but feel a sense of glee. On the way home, the two of them became extremely excited, constantly fantasizing about their future. The next day, they met a buyer for the counterfeit bills, but the buyer was clearly skeptical. Jack mixed real and fake bills together and challenged the buyer to identify the fake one. Holding 3 bills, Alan still couldn't tell which one was fake. Eventually, he acknowledged the quality of the counterfeit and agreed to buy 30 million rupees worth of fake money. What should have been a joyous occasion soon became problematic. With their limited equipment and manpower, they couldn't possibly meet the 2-week deadline. In desperation, they decided to approach Jack's uncle, who managed a printing press. At first, he didn't believe them, but when he saw the fake notes in his hand, he was stunned. He immediately sold everything he owned to purchase a batch of advanced equipment. The three of them quickly went into full printing mode. With the new equipment, they could print in bulk without needing to repeatedly adjust settings, and they no longer had to dry the bills one by one with a hairdryer. The drying process was automated, and production efficiency greatly increased. Just when everything seemed to be going smoothly, disaster struck. A police car stopped downstairs. It turned out that an inspector and a police officer were preparing for a surprise raid on the printing press. Realizing the danger, the uncle panicked and immediately decided to shut down the machines, but Jack insisted on printing the final batch. It was this decision that nearly put them in a dangerous situation. The uncle stayed outside to stall the police, while a woman was determined to go inside and investigate. Meanwhile, the last batch of bills was finally printed. They quickly turned off the machines, but the sound alerted the woman outside. As the metal gate slowly opened, the woman began to search with a flashlight. In the rush, Jack hadn't been able to clean up properly. Realizing they were about to be caught, he quietly sneaked behind the woman and grabbed a wrench. Just as they were about to be exposed, a phone rang. It was an order from the boss to halt the inspection. Thanks to this, the three of them successfully avoided the search. The next day, the deal went smoothly, and after receiving a bag of real money, the two were overjoyed. They had originally planned to use the money to pay off their debts and end the project, but could they really overcome their own greed?